Welcome people to the World Wide Web. So this is Chris from Cypher Sigma Toys, and this is another pickup. But as the thumbnail would pertain to this, and this is the question I'm asking on this video, do you get to the point where you watch something and you go, oh, I really want a figure from that? Do you watch cartoons? Do you watch movies and stuff? And go, say, use my favorite movie like The Crow. You watch The Crow and go, oh, that's a really great movie. Do you know what? I'd actually like a figure of that. Also, have you seen the Saw franchise and think, oh, I really want a figure and buy it like I do? So this is a regular thing I come across where I will watch something and then I kind of get hit by that nostalgia, or hit by, actually, I really, really like that. I think that's a great product, being a movie, a TV series, whatever. And I feel like I want something to represent this in my toy collection, if you would class an inaction figure. So for a while I have been, so there have been many versions of this toy line. This is a fairly new one, a box set. I really wanted it for one character more than anything, but the price was too good to not get the complete box set, just because of the price that I paid for the one figure that I've seen. It's only like £2 difference, so I might as well get the second figure and enjoy that. Apologies for the noise. Very well packaged, even though it came in a bag. I was quite surprised. I am an out of box collector, so this stuff never phases me. It seems like the person has left their price on, which was £10. I paid a little bit over. No, actually, I did offer them £10, and that was what I got. So essentially, Lev gained no money unless they got a discount somewhere, and it hasn't been. So once I actually get into this, you've always got to keep your bubble wrap, because if I sell a lot on vintage, always comes in handy. Pro tip for you collectors, or even if you're packaging the figures up, if you're all going from one place to another and you don't keep the box. So what did I get? I got this 2-pack. Well, let's do that there, so try and get the glare off it. So yes, so this is Savage, He-Man and Orko, and this is the character I actually wanted. There's a few from this Masterverse line. Obviously, does it say on it somewhere? Oh, yes, it does. So obviously, if you've seen the cartoon, which I would have watched recently, it's from the Revelation Netflix cartoon. Obviously includes Orko, it says down there. So the box is a bit bad, as I say, but you get Savage, He-Man with a few accessories and hands, and then Orko with his stand. And Orko is what I really wanted, as I say. What you have on the back is a picture of Savage, He-Man and a little bit of story, and then we have Stinkhorse, Scareglow, like Faker. It looks a bit Triclops in his gear. I can't remember her name. Athena, Fisto, and obviously then the character in hands. Okay, so there is two sellotape bits in there. So this has likely been opened. I'm not fussed about that. And obviously with it out of the packaging, that's what we have here. So everything is complete and in there. Orko has his hands secured, but I don't think Savage. Right, we will, apologies about this. So I've got my trusty scissors. Okay, so Orko is the only one secured in there. But his hands are very flexible, as I will say. So as you see, you can see they move around quite. So you have to be very careful because they're very thin. His arms do move up. Doesn't look like there's much there. Obviously his head. I say I quite like this character. It reminds me a little bit of a Final Fantasy character with the hat and that. I think it's a new version. Obviously, like they do with almost every Orco, he has a stand. So this is, you can kind of have him going forwards or leaning back. He's looking at something, who knows. And then we'll do a 360 of the stand. And then a little, like, I think this is really, really cool. I say I didn't have this Orc, I really wanted it. There is another version with Gwildor that I do want. It's very expensive. And then we have Savage He-Man, looks like Kazar. If any of you Marvel fans are out there, let me try and do that. Very kind of hunched over, I think, just to get him in a pack and to keep him there. But so there we have the figure. It's fixed cloth. Not that you need to, there's no anatomy or anything under there. Obviously, as most like a Marvel Legends figure or anything, you have the waist turned side to side with a little bit of an ab crunch. His head, if you can kind of see, it's sloped. So he's very much, as I say, probably the side profile you see, that's, he doesn't have much head movement. He does have a bit of side to side, but he's obviously leaning. And obviously, like, that one is a little stiff, so you just have to be a bit careful. You've got a bicep, and then you've got, obviously, as usual, the butterfly joint in the arm. Moves like that, and then the hands. And then obviously, he's got, you can turn there at the top of the thigh. The knee, butterfly joint. His calf can magically turn, which is really weird. And then obviously the feet. He has 2 open hands, and then he has 2 closed hands for his weapons. So let's change his hands around. If hopefully nothing breaks. Okay. So that's all right. It's just a little stiff. Obviously, if it is a little stiff, try a hairdryer or warm water, and that should fix it. Ugh. So there he is with his hands, and then that means he can have his power sword. So people might be wondering, why is he Savage He-Man? Essentially, this is what Adam transforms into. If he doesn't have his sword, which funny why it's featured with a sword. And then I'll try and put his axe into his other hand. It is quite a stiff, okay. I would, yeah, it looks like the other hand specifically is for his spear. And obviously you then change this. So obviously not obvious, but if you kind of, say, put the tip in first and point the top finger out, you get it in. So there is kind of that pose. So yeah, so I probably will pick up a few more of these figures. As I say, watching this line, I really enjoyed it. It's a shame we didn't get the 4th part. Obviously, people didn't really like the first section. They didn't like that Adam was not in it a lot, and obviously was killed first episode. Spoiler alert, it's been out a few years, so I hope. But I really, really enjoyed it. As I say, I really like the adaptation of it. I really like some of the designs. It's really cool. So are you a He-Man fan? What line is your favourite? Do you have any of these figures? Any you can recommend? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. I've been Chris from Sigma Toys, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.